What is up, my crypto legends? How is everyone doing? Let's analyze the situation. Get ready for tomorrow, guys, because tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow's Monday. Market's opening. We're going to see a little bit of those movements. Let's find those levels and find those opportunities, of course. How is everyone doing today? Hope you had a fantastic weekend, everyone. Let's go through the comment section. Say hello to the community. Say hello to everybody, and make sure to smash up the like button on your way in, guys. Thank you very much for those 40 likes already, not even started. Thank you very much for the support, guys. Let's go through the comment section. First of all, I just want to let you know quickly before anything, I'm longing this exact level right now. Okay, it's a Sunday weekend trade. I don't usually trade on the weekends. It's got an insane good risk management, and yes, this doesn't look convincing. There's, potentially a bunch of volatility. It's an ascending broadening wedge. There's a lot of resistance. But as we mentioned also on yesterday's video, we are still trending up, right? We're still creating higher lows and higher highs. We like it or not. This is a massive corrective move to a big support level. I think it is definitely worth the risk, at least for a bounce to the 23.2.3k levels. It is very, very possible we could get that bounce. I'm going to explain that in just 1 second. I want to go through some trading scenarios as well, like Aptos, guys. Aptos still in that short position. I did add slightly to that position because it was very, very small. Very, very confident that we were going to have that continuation to the downside. But this actually was mentioned a few days ago, guys. But pure technical analysis, talking about Fibonacci levels, talking about the double top scenario, and knowing how to identify our best trading opportunity on Aptos, which was round about that 17.5, 17.7 range, okay, to get into that shorting opportunity. We'll just go through that video in just 1 second, because it's basically, that's the only altcoin that I'm trading, right? I'm trading Bitcoin, and I don't usually trade much altcoins, but I managed to jump into that altcoin because there was a lot of hype in the last couple of weeks on that altcoin, and it was ready to get into a short position. Anyway, let me go quickly through the comment section, say hello to the community, and we can go through Bitcoin. We'll go to that Aptos, through that Aptos video, just so you can see the technical explanation there, guys. Just so you can see it, right? Because I see it myself, and I said, wow, I mean, this is one of the, this is a technical movement that actually played out. So smash the like buttons, people. Keegan, hey, thank you very much for the support, guys. For those likes, for the community. Orlando, Mallorca beat Madrid. Yes, it did, Naveen. Mallorca did beat Madrid. I had some friends that went. I was invited, but didn't want to go out, guys. As you know, I don't want to get cold. I'm still in recovery mode, so yeah. But yeah, Mallorca beat Madrid. I think Madrid scored a goal on their side. Basically, it wasn't Mallorca that scored. So, but anyway, a goal is a goal, right? Anyway, going through the comment section. Let's not get distracted. Yo, Dippin', how are you? Richard, hello. Mark Dutch, thank you. What's up, my crypto legends? Hit that like button on your way in, says Mark Dutch. Absolutely. Thank you, Mark, for joining. Hey, Andy, Tassin, how are you? David, long or short? Hey, I'm in a long position here. I'm gonna be defensive. Okay, I'm looking for that day trade. I'm looking for a long, two resistance levels, right? To take profit at resistance levels. Relatively good risk management. Is this the time that Bitcoin is going to drop, right? Is it the moment that it will finally drop here in the next coming hours? Maybe yes, guys. But, there's always the stop loss there to get me out of the market. Hey, I was wrong. We're trading up, but we didn't manage to get that bounce. So, yeah, I mean, what I want to share with you guys here right now is, something we are hitting some kind of support levels at this range. And let me just go quickly through this brief explanation how we could get that bounce maybe to 23.2, 23.3 here in the next coming hours before we go to continue to the downside or to the upside. Basically, we're still trending up, we like it or not, here locally, right? For the last, a couple of weeks, right? From the 22nd of January. You know, we are still trending up. Yes, it doesn't look convincing. It looks like we're getting exhausted. Ascending broadening wedge, they usually break down. You know, is it too risky to short? Well, you know, it probably is risky to short, as we have been consolidating in this range now for quite some time, and we're not seeing very good momentum to the upside. But if you have good risk management, have an invalidation point, you know, it's worth the risk, right? It's worth the risk. You know, if you are wrong at the end of the day, you don't want to lose much of your capital. Right? So this is the, you know, that's the absolutely key thing. So going back to this level, why is this a strong level? Well, if we do take a look, you know, reason number one, this is still trending up. This is still creating higher lows. You know, as soon as we break this invalidation level below 22.5, 22.4, right, then, you know, we could get a wick down, could get stopped out here with good risk management. Then we will consider to enter in another trade if we do see that swing failure and acceptance back in. I mean, that would be the ideal scenario, right? That would be the ideal scenario where you're going to have a movement down, and then you fail to break down the local higher low, right? Because this is the last higher low, and this is the last higher high. It's not this one, it's not this one, it's this one right over here. So you could test it, all right? And this is all the way down at 22.4 here. My bad that I didn't check it before. I said 22.5, but no, 22.4 is the last higher low. So you could still drop about $400, right, on the price of Bitcoin and get that acceptance at this range. You know, then we would consider into a long position if you are going to fail the breakout. You know, I got into a little bit of an aggressive long level here, long trade, and the reason why is I want to take a look at fib levels. So the last local higher low, which is this one, to the higher high, right? We've got two clear pivots, this one and this one, the last higher low and the last higher high. All of this is still an impulse. So if we just take a look at Fibonacci levels, the 7.8 is being hit right there. 6.18 did get a reaction, but 6.18 there was not much of support right there. You know, 50% was stronger as we had the monthly level and the value area high from this trading range, right? So, you know, we were getting a consolidation, didn't get the bounce, finally breaking down. I was more interested in this range over here for a potential quick little bounce. It's a stronger range. We're in the 7.8. We're hitting the point of control from this traded range for the last 2 weeks. Okay, point of control is right there, slightly below it. It's getting a slight reaction. Let's see if it's going to hold. If this does hold 1-2 hours, right, sideways, we are likely going to get a nice slight recovery here, guys. If we do get that couple of hour candles at this level, we either bounce from this level, break down, or go sideways. And if we go sideways for a couple of hours, there's going to be slightly more probability in getting the bounce before continuing down, breaking down, right? So there's a little potential day trade right there, which I am personally in right now. Obviously, I'm only going locally here, right here. You know, I would be planning to take most of profits and protect position on this movement up if it were to happen, if we do not get stopped out here at the value area low. But overall as well, taking a look at the, you know, macro pivot range from this consolidation, right? So we do have a consolidation right there where we have this next impulsive move to the upside. And just curious, from this pivot low range to the pivot high, you know, the 382 is the level that we are hitting right now at 22.8. Okay, just getting also the bounce. So we got from the pivot low range of this movement up to the pivot high, the 382, we got the point of control. So, you know, that immediate short-term bounce is very, very possible, right? It's just very, very possible you could get a little bit of a bounce right there before you have, you know, that potential larger correction. It is very, very possible, guys. We're going to play defensive trading, not risk much of our capital, and be very, very protective. But overall, you know, I do see that happening. Like, guys, let me just, you know, I'm still in part of the short position here on Bitcoin. You know, this was a relatively nice short. It was a difficult one as we were getting above the 618, hitting the 78. But overall, it was still a really, really good one. We did talk about this level over here potentially to get into that trade, because you could have very good risk management. Just accept a loss if you were to get into a trade right there, because the risk to reward could be pretty nice. You know, you're already making a 4-to-1, 3-to-1 risk to reward here on that potential short position, right? I do still have a slight small position on that, you know, just about 15% or something. I took most of profits here at the monthly level from the short. Anyway, going through, I just want to go through that video on Aptos, guys, because I am in that short on Aptos. We did talk this very much because most of the people here were getting wrecked already. The people that were shorting early, trying to catch a short here on, you know, these pumps on Aptos, they were getting absolutely wrecked, right? We did talk about this, you know, the last few days, or, you know, the last week of January, saying, hey, there are people getting absolutely wrecked here. We can see it on Twitter. You know, I'm getting different private messages, you know, saying, hey, I'm shorted on Aptos, please help me. I'm thinking, wow, you know, you are shorting an absolute big uptrend, you know. There's no sign of weakness here. You are basically creating kind of bull flags, right? And just moving up. No double tops, no real signs of you know, failed breakouts to the upside. The first sign of weakness was this right over here, guys. This was very much mentioned on a live stream a few days ago, saying, hey, if Aptos does retrace all the way up here to that point of control, value area high, 50%, 618 level, I would be willing to get into that short position. Of course, I am in that short position at that range. And, you know, this is the only trades I'm in right now is Bitcoin and Aptos. And yes, guys, you know, let me just go through that video right away, guys, because I just really want to show you how we were talking about that possibility of getting the bounce to give us that very nice shorting opportunity for me. Okay, of course, I'm not saying for us, I'm no financial advisor, but I like to talk about, you know, us as in a community here on YouTube. So just, you know, pay attention on that right away, guys, because it's you know, quite technical on that specific short position. So any pumpy action after this double top at 50% Fibonacci at 618, we could take a look at some levels here on Aptos. You know, take a look at fixed volume range from this level over here. You know, that point of control, that looks really nice. That does look really nice at 17.8. $17.8 is a good level here. Point of control, it would be 50% from the high to the lows, just about 50% Fibonacci, slightly higher. Value area low, value area high from this trading range that we've had, you know, last week of January is at 618. So any retracement to this zone on Aptos, I think will be a golden opportunity. So basically, that was the scenario that we talked about on Aptos. If we were to get that pump to that point of control, value area high, you know, 618. You know, if we do pull that Aptos chart, it's basically, you know, this exact level where we hit, right? That's exactly the level that we hit on Aptos. I would consider getting into a short position, obviously, to test these lows. You know, this is already a good, nice take profit level. We do not know if this is going to be a successful breakout. So far, it's getting a reaction, you know. But, hey, that was spot on. And sometimes, you know, we need to talk about what was spot on and, you know, also talk about when we were wrong as well. But when we are right, obviously, we want to talk about this beautiful scenario that we talked about on Aptos on the live streams, right? Because, yeah, when it's good, it's good, and it needs to be talked about. When it's bad as well, of course. But when it's good, it's good. So that was overall relatively good. In that short, obviously, as well. I did enter much higher here at 18.20, 18.30 in this consolidation, but I added to the position as we were coming down because it was very, very small. So yeah, position protected. I'm actually going to leave this one open to see if we do get more corrective moves as a swing trade, because it's a relatively nice entry. Anyway, let's go through, guys, and just for that, you know, just to talking about the technical analysis there, talking about the double top right there, talking about the 618 point of control, the exhaustion, the clear exhaustion. That is the moment you want to take a look for shorting opportunities. Be very, very technical. Wait for it, guys. I did not know if that was going to happen. I just said if it does happen and pump to that 618 50% range, I would consider getting into that short position at that level when this happens, if it does. It happened. It happened. It happened. I entered the short. That was technical. That was a clear sign of exhaustion. Double top. 618 to this consolidation. Value area high. Bang. We're coming down to test these lows with high probability. Hey, this is a quite a few percentage move down, eh? If you do take a look at the ruler from here to here, this is a 15% drop. Using a 10x leverage on that, that's 150% gains. I'm using a 5x on this, okay? I mean, I wouldn't, with these altcoins, I wouldn't use a lot of, I know a lot of people like to use a lot of leverage, but overall, for these altcoins that move quite a lot, 5, 6x is already quite a lot, because, these movements were already going to get you pretty nice gains. So, yeah, guys, just something I wanted to point out there. We're talking about Bitcoin levels right now. I am bearish. I am bearish on Bitcoin still at this range. Big resistance. I am bearish on the S&P 500. On the macro, right? Short term, yeah, we could hit 25K. We could hit 25K. We need to be realistic here. There's a huge amount of, permanent bears out there and permanent bulls. It's incredible. You on YouTube, you will not find much people that are, talking about kind of both scenarios, as in bullish and bearish. One is either really, really bullish, and I can be like that as well, okay? Or depending, I've been quite bearish for quite some time at this range. I've been slightly wrong on some small little movements here, but with very good risk management, of course. I actually did not lose any money from the pumpy action from 21K all the way to 24K. Very, very transparent here, saying, I was slightly wrong with this consolidation. We finally did pump. But, as a trader, we need to always look at both scenarios and take a look at the levels and trade it, basically. Anyway, let's go through the comment section. Say hello to the community. Naveen says, I am getting amused day by day how TA works perfectly. Do people become tired of it? Exhaustion. Yes. Andy Golden cross on the daily or death cross on the weekly for Bitcoin. I am not a moving average guy, so I cannot trade by moving averages as they are lagging indicators, right? It's a moving average of the past price action. So yeah, I'm more of a day trader, small swing trader. So those moving averages are just giving me data from, from weeks ago, right? So death cross, golden cross and all of that are moving averages. For me, they are irrelevant for my trading, Arbit, so could not help you with that. I thought about shorting Aptos at 17.5, but I thought the risk of getting wrecked was too high. Hey, David Cott, why would you get wrecked? Stop loss above the highs. I mean, the risk to reward was not huge, but just accept, if you do claim these highs, accept a loss. And I'm telling you already, if this would have not successfully broken out from this range, you could have had another chance to get into a short and better risk management, okay? Because you got that a lot of the times. You don't really successfully break out, and then you finally get a drop to claim the lows. So, you will have time if you do not successfully break out from the highs. But this was, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, this is the absolute classic manipulation. Get everybody absolutely wrecked and scared because this is looked like it's going to go to the absolute moon. And once everybody is stop shorting because they are scared, then we pull the price down. And then you think, wow, I shorted here, 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 and here, but I did not short here. I was too scared, right? It's an absolute natural emotion. This is why when you're trying to fight, these major big pumps, you need to wait for some kind of double top, some kind of exhaustion, break the last higher low, sorry. I mean, technically, this did not create a higher high. So it was a bit of it was a difficult one because, if you would have touched this high over here, probably in some exchanges it slightly went above it. It was very much valid. This is a lower low right there. And you could consider this, being a slightly higher high. So this is the last higher low. So you have broken the lows right there, meaning that you are likely to create a lower high right there at these fib levels, at point of control. The structure's getting... This is why, we did talk about this. This is very, very difficult. When you hit the exact level, it's a double top, which is already giving you some high probabilities, right, for some shorts if you on the retracements. But it hasn't created a higher high, meaning that this is not the last higher low. It's this one. So this is still a retracement, still could create a macro higher low and move up and claim the highs. But I haven't checked all the exchanges. This probably in some exchanges did create a slight higher high, even though if it's just 1 cent. Anyway, we're not going to get distracted with that. We're going to go and take a look at Bitcoin comment section. S&P 500. Guys, check out yesterday's video. I did it a little bit late. Didn't get much people watching the video, but I explained, what I do think about the stock market, S&P 500. I think stock market is doomed in this range, okay? I could be wrong, but overall, it does look like with Elliott wave counts, we could have a little bit of more pumpy action, get people excited, and then start correcting down, okay? We just go through some very, very basic Elliott wave counts and how we can get the people bullish in just a matter of a week or two, and then the markets get that correction. Check out the video from yesterday. We go through the S&P 500. Not much to say on the S&P 500. It is opening in the next coming hours. So yeah, let's see what happens. So far, it is creating, a failed auction basically. It's failing to break out from this high. One tap, correcting to some fib levels, 61878. Yeah. I mean, this was not a bad short. This was not a bad short. We talk about this many, many times on the channel, where you claim a high. If it's not a wick and it's a body candle close, but you come back down and get acceptance below the highs, you could arguably discuss this as only being a liquidity grab. It's just been a liquidity grab. You're coming down. The next pump up is highly probable just going to be a lower high. That is the golden levels to get into a trade. I did not short this. I did not short this, by the way. I did get into a very, very successful long position on Bitcoin on Friday, guys. I'm not sure if you remember on Friday's video. It was really, really nice. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin right now. It's getting a little bit of price action to the downside. Let's see if it does hold this range, and I would be willing to add to that position on Bitcoin right over there. It's a relatively small position. Got a stop loss all the way down here already, just in case we do not get a consolidation. If we consolidate slightly, I would add to the position here, guys, for that potential bounce where we're at right now. So we take a look at that. I'm still in that, still in the short, very, very small position from that short position here of $24,070. That was exactly here at this range. Talked about the good risk management that we could have here. Yeah, let me go through comment section, and if you want, guys, let me know. Smash up the like button if you want me to take a look at more technical levels here on Bitcoin. Where could we find those opportunities with good risk management? Just put Bitcoin in the comment section. I want to see a lot of BTCs. If you want me to take a look at BTC and be extremely technical on this live stream, only on Bitcoin, not concentrating much on altcoins. to find out what are the possibilities here. If you don't mind, one day, could you do a video on how Bitcoin became valuable? Because people might not know that it was a guy in jail who made that worthless coin popular. Yes, why not? Crypto just shows how money hungry people are and how they're willing to take advantage of people who don't have a clue that they're just being scammed. Hey, this is, a typical comment from somebody that has been scammed. So yeah, I mean, you need to learn very, very much. You need to understand, where you are buying, what are you buying, when are you buying, because yeah, I mean, this is the thing, guys. Make sure to learn a lot and don't rush into this market. We could have a very, very long winter. It could be another couple of years. Stay cautious. This is probably just a nice relief pump. Anyway, let me just take a look at the super chat here. Mark Dutch, thank you for the insane support, my man. Always saying, how many likes can we have? We got the eminent crash imminent from Rene Montenegro. He's the most bearish guy here from the community. He says the gap at 19,900 will and must fill before any bullish run. All still in denial. Yes, very, very possible, very true. But we want to do a little bit of scalping, day trading, small swing trades as well. Make some gains, get some USDT in the pocket, in the virtual pocket. Let me take a look at the super chat right away. Can you please look at Solana? Yeah, let's take a look. Andy, I'm buying books and slowly learning, but would you say that? Would you say that? Yeah, what? Absolutely mental gaming. Absolutely learn. Read books, back test a lot of strategies. Super chatos, hermanos. Mark Dutch, yes. Let's take a look at the super chat here from Daniel. Thanks for the super chat. Let's take a look at Solana. What is my opinion on Solana? I think Solana was hitting a brutal resistance at $26, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this is not the best chart. It's not the best looking chart. There is kind of some exhaustion here. But number one thing, I mean, let me just get some stuff here from the past so you do not get distracted. These boxes are out of the way from old analysis, old levels. Basically, just to keep it simple here with Solana, let's go to the daily chart. And this looks pretty nice. We can see these lower highs. Let's get a channel. Still trending down aggressively. This has not touched even the channel high, right? Yeah, it hasn't really touched the channel high. Let me just get this channel here more perfect. Yeah, there we have it. I'm connecting the last lower highs basically here, trying to get this quite perfect. And what I want to show you is how from this drop, bang, lower high right there, bang, bang, we got a lower high right there. You can get a trend line already. You can see it being respected, and it's being respected right now. So we got 4 touches on that trend line. So trending down still, just about hitting the lower high trend line. We tried to break it here. Let's take a look at fib levels from the pivots. We got this pivot high. This is probably 618, just about being hit right here on Solana. Almost hit. We didn't exactly hit it. It was just a few cents away. But overall, fib level almost hit. Solana, we got this clear pivot low getting a huge bounce. This is where we are hitting basically and getting this large exhaustion consolidation. Let's zoom in on these charts and talk about this is just this for me is a kind of a distribution event. The moment Solana breaks these lows right over here and creates a lower low on the medium time frames, guys, you know, that is going to be your ticket on the bounce here to get into an epic short position. Why? Well, basically, you're just getting exhausted. You know, this is likely to have that turnover, but we need a confirmation movement. What's a confirmation movement? Breaking the structure. This is going to give you that high ticket. Very similar to Aptos, not the exact same, but just so you can get the deal. I mean, this is basically like Bitcoin back in the day, right? This was like Bitcoin right over here. Just on the market peak, right? So you can see that exhaustion distribution. So if you do take a look at Solana, right? Obviously, this is on the 4-hourly chart. The other one's on the daily chart. If you see this price action, slightly higher highs, slightly higher lows, right there. Taking a look at Solana, slightly higher highs, slightly higher lows. The moment you create a lower low from the last higher low and the last higher high, you are creating a lower low. The probabilities in creating a lower high is just very, very high, guys. It's just very, very high. You're going to get that drop. So we're trying to look at, for Solana, on this exhaustion movement, I mean, the probabilities are there. But if you want that highly probable trade, you're looking for that lose the higher lows, get an epic relief rally. You're probably not going to get a reaction here. You probably will. But you can already start, you know, if you do, depending on what consolidation you do get there, because you could do this very aggressively and come up here and start making this kind of price action, right? That could give you a good entry because you're already hitting, you know, the lows here. Maybe some good Fibonacci levels. You'll have to take a look at a volume profile to see if you have, you know, a lot of volume from at the low levels or the high levels. But you know, overall, I would be looking for that short on Solana. I mean, that would be absolutely epic if you were to manage to get to the point of control from this volume range, because you've been trading here for almost over a month. So if you do get that breakdown here, bang bang, get a bit of this choppy action, maybe getting to the point of control slightly, then you are likely going to get that epic crash. So that's going to give you a relatively nice entry. Of course, this could just drop down from this range with no retracement. But if you want that very good, nice entry point, you know, that is what I would be looking for Solana. And it's highly probable, right? After this run up that we've had in January, I mean, January has been very, very bullish. Look at this pump. What's January done? Solana done in January? 200%, 210% pump in 1 month. Come on, guys. You know, people are getting excited. A cool off is very, very possible. And for this cool off, we want to try and be smart. We don't want to get into bear traps, right? Because you could wick down this level. You're going to get people shorting the hell out of this, and you know, there is a risk of doing this. So the best thing you could do here is wait for that successful breakout, of course. And you know, any kind of relief pump is just going to give you a better entry. Once you successfully create that low, then you're likely going to create that lower high. Anyway, just something that I wanted to point out there here on Solana. Not much to say. For me to be bullish, you know, another short position that I would be looking for here is, you know, you might create a higher low here, test the highs, and, you know, it's going to be a failed breakout. So there's two scenarios. You come up, get acceptance back below the last lower high, which is this higher low, higher high. My goodness. And that's at 26.60. And then get into that short, because that's going to be a failed breakout. But till you do not come back down, you don't want to get into that short, right? Till you do not come back down, you don't get into the short. Acceptance below the last high or low, right? Very similar to Bitcoin price action, right? That happened just a few days ago, where you are basically, I mean, this one was a riskier one. I did manage to get into a short right over here, guys. I'm not sure if you remember. That's on the video of the 29th, 30th of January, where this high was claimed. We got acceptance back below the range, right? So that is a failed breakout. This is also a failed breakout, but you know, you were getting price action above the last high, which is right over here. So it was stay cautious. Overall, you got your stop loss at here, right? Overall, you got your stop loss. If you're wrong, you're stopped out. That's it. End of the game. You know, you look for another trade. And that's very good risk management from your short. But yeah, something similar, you know, for Solana. If we were to claim the highs again and not have a blast off, because this resistance is huge, no doubt. You know, if we start dancing around here on Solana above the $26.5, $27 range and start dancing around, you know, this is just going to have an epic move down. If it wants to break this level, it needs to have a big pump, go to $30, $31, big breakout. But if you start dancing around at the highs, you know what's going to happen next, right? Yeah, with a high probability, you're going to drop down. So, yeah, that's my point on Solana there. Andy, how do you know where we can plot volume profile, says Albert? In a big range, basically. In ranges. We plot volume profile in ranges. This range, from this range to the last level of the range. Not this. I'm not interested in this price action because this has been fast. You know, we can come as fast down through this level. We haven't left much track in volume on this pump because it's starting from the lows. It skyrockets to the next range. This was explained also on some live streams. You know, where the price action moves fast, it can move as fast on the other, you know, on the other side, right? If it pumps, it can dump as fast. And there's many examples on Bitcoin as well. So you want a volume profile on the ranges where you consolidate, where you have the big ranges. This is why for day trading and scalping, you know, looking at the 15-minute chart, you know, 1 hourly chart, it's really nice to see ranges and for scalping and day trading. But yeah, check out here, you know, basically when you got these lows, bounce, you have a massive fake out here. I mean, this was a massive fake out, at, you know, to start off. Then you get acceptance here at this range, but then it blasts through because, you know, from 29, 30K all the way to 20K, it was very fast movement. Look, you don't have any large consolidations at this range. It's just a fast move up. So I'm not going to get volume profile from this range, you know, very unlikely to get volume profile from these movement ups, right? You know, it's on the consolidations where you do have large amount of volume, basically. Does it matter what time frame you use? Well, depending if you're scalping, day trading. I'm focusing more on day trading now. It can be a scalp, it can be a small swing trade. A day trade can turn into a swing trade. So yeah, time frames doesn't really matter. I really like this consolidation range, guys. I mean, I've got my mucus here. I've got the cough still. I actually really like this, guys. I think I would consider adding to my position. Yeah. Going to consider to add to my position here, guys. Very likely going to add to the position. Let's see if it does get triggered. I like this consolidation. I like it. I like it for a bounce. Got another order there to add to position because it's relatively small basically. I'm waiting for a little bit of a consolidation, and I like it. But I'll be very fast, okay? I can read the exhaustion here. I just know that we are at a big support level. You know, my validation point is not going to be all the way down here, because if it does come down here, you're just going to get a big wick down maybe. I'm happy for it, you know, below the value, the last higher low from the range, you know, is really this one. But I'm gonna go with the point of control, the 7-8. You know, we've got a beautiful point of control right there at this exact level. I'm waiting for that to hold in the short term. Get a bounce to 23.2, 23.3 maybe. Be defensive. As soon as we get above 23k, you know, defend my capital. And yeah, what else? Yeah, we're hitting the 382 from this low range to the high, just about from these pivot lows. From this pump to the high, 382 is hit. Beautiful point of control, still creating higher lows. You know, why are we going to be so sure that this is going to do this now in the next coming hours? Will it? Maybe. If it does, stop loss. If it doesn't, bounce, take profit at resistance. We've got monthly. You can see that consolidation. It's the value area high from this range as well. We'll stay cautious. You know, that might be a good shorting level as, you know, it might be a good short if it does come up there. We're going to have to check out the consolidation, check out the reaction. Right. Bro, check Jasmine for the community, says Universal Codes. Yeah, why not? Let's take a look at Jasmine. Okay. Right. Right. Let's take a look at Jasmine. We can also take a look at the, you know, coins that haven't pumped, guys. I like to take a look. I'll take a look at Jasmine now, just 1 second. But if you do not buy these cryptos, such as, I'm buying Unibright right now. Yeah, Jasmine's had a massive pump the last couple of days, right? Yesterday, today. Huge pump. You know, what can we say? Can we look for a short? No, not yet. We can look. Yeah, I mean, what can we say about this crypto, guys? You just never. We want to. These are the type of coins that, you know, could still continue pumping. We don't really actually know. There's a big level of support there. Price action got bounced several times in the summer of 2022 at that level. This is exactly at 0.008 cents, right? Approximately, slightly more. This could be a beast, guys. Stay cautious. I would try and get into longs in any retracement. You know, this is still in beast mode. Beast mode. This is the 4 hourly, 1 hourly. Yeah, I mean, this created a huge ascending triangle. You know, it's arguably discussing it's an ascending triangle. Oh, you did have a, you could say it did have a breakout here. Or not, but it's still technically, I mean, this is the thing, guys. You know, whoever's just playing around with trend lines, and this is just going to be a, you know, pay attention here on this explanation, because you actually really know to know. You know, maybe some random guy is putting a trend line here with his analysis and saying, hey, this right over here is breaking the trend line right over here. Extremely bearish. We're going to absolutely, you know, go to much lower levels. We need to understand that the real last higher low is this one. It's not this one. Or this one. It's this one all the way over here. You might think, why? This does look like it's breaking structure, because this price action hasn't created a higher high. If this would have done this, then yes, this is the last higher low, but it didn't. So this is the last higher low, basically. So break the trend line, get people to short like crazy. If this movement happens, this is a sum zero game, guys, zero sum game. I'm not sure how you say it in English. In Spanish, it's the other way, suma cero. And basically, all this pump is taking a huge amount of liquidity from people, that are shorting. A lot of people shorting here, thinking that we are breaking structure. We're not breaking structure. We're breaking a trend line, which is insignificant, really, if you don't use more confluence. So, beautiful right there. Get people extremely bearish. Let's short this because we're breaking here the last higher low, which is not. And bang, get people wrecked. So it was more of an ascending triangle right here with the real higher low. This is still a higher low, still trending up. Slightly higher highs, at the range, slightly higher highs at the range. Or this is just absolutely a full recipe for a potential explosion there. So yeah, what can we say with this one? This is going to be very, very hard right now with this pump. It might consolidate, it might retrace down. Going to be hard for this altcoin to see what is going to happen next. I would assume that if it does manage to get to the 8.1, 8.2 level, we should be getting some kind of rejection there. Been bounced several times as support. Let's get some pivot highs, pivot lows. 618 from pivot. This pivot high is just around the corner. Take this clear pivot high over here as well. 50% is at 618. So it's pretty insane how it's the fib levels from pivot levels are I think this level where we're just about to hit right now is going to get a rejection, because from this pivot high in this one, we're hitting 50 and 618. This is exactly at 7.5 level. Could get a slight retracement there. If it consolidates here at the 7.5, there's two important fib levels right there. If we do get this kind of price action in the coming hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, then that is going to be very, very exhaustive. Likely going to get a deep correction. Until that happens, this is still on the 1 hourly. You can see a little bit of a reaction. 15-minute, a bit more. It's not enough. It's not enough. Still creating higher highs and higher lows. Breakdown from this range would confirm that you're broken structure. But I would look for this high to be claimed. That has been created. Bang, bang. If you make this kind of price action, time to short this baby. Failed breakout. Because it's an important fib level from these pivot highs, like I just explained. That's the only kind of thing that I do see here. We got some relatively nice consolidation there. I'm pretty sure that we are hitting a naked point of control. No, it's all the way down here. So yeah, not much. The only resistance that I see are some fib levels. Yeah, not much I can add on Jasmine here. Anyway, guys, let me just go quick. There's a crypto. I really want to get into some altcoins that could explode, guys. Let me know in the comment section what altcoin could 50x. We're not going to go with 100, 200x, 1000x. But what could 50x in the next coming years? I think the graph is a good option. And I've been checking the graph, and this is the price. This is when you want to buy. Okay, this is a solid project. I know one of my mods, Seb here, he has the graph. He likes this one. and it is a relatively good, solid project. And you know, the moment you want to accumulate is when the price is running flat, and we have been going relatively flat in a downtrendy ish for several months here in 2022. From Q3, Q4 of 2022, it's just basically flat. We've seen some pumpy action now, but I couldn't stress this enough. The last few months of 2022, I was saying, guys, this is the moment you want to accumulate some, because you don't want to buy when everything's extremely volatile and hypey. Everybody's talking about crypto. This is the best. This is the worst. When everybody's quiet, right? When there's not much going on, everything's quiet. Most of the people still think, hey, I think lower is possible, and if it's going flattish, that is the moment you want to buy in, guys. I'm trying to buy some different things. Unibright, I like. UBT is a project that I do think has a really bright future. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is the chart that I want to buy. I don't care if it goes down to 15 cents again or 10 cents. I would be willing to buy. But when a chart makes this price action, oh my goodness, this has got to be one of the best buying opportunities for a good project, a good team, a good purpose, good tokenomics. This is where I'm buying, baby, because the selling pressure is exhausted. At the end of the day, there's obviously good risk, big risk, because the project could absolutely disappear, right? We've seen many projects disappear from the face of the earth, but that is the risk that there is, guys. You don't want to risk your money, and then go and put your money in the bank and get 1% yearly return. Maybe a bit more now with interest rates high, but overall with inflation, it's still going to be, you'd probably still be losing money. Let's take a look. EOS, please. Good on BTC Ethereum pair. Let's take a look at EOS. Why not? Do you accumulate on Bybit spot? Yeah, as well. I use Bybit to buy on spot. I use Bybit and Kraken, because Bybit, I'm not sure if they do still have zero fees. I think they haven't on Bybit, but they used to have zero fees on spot, which was absolutely phenomenal. I have bought some Bitcoin and Ethereum here to accumulate on spot because they had zero fees. But the fees are very, very low anyway. Kraken is a good one to use on spot. Fees are very, very low on Kraken. Also, they're one of my favorites for buying on spot. Remember, guys, if you are interested, okay, not talking about these exchanges, but it's another way to support the channel, of course, but it's another way for you to get the best bonus that there is available. Prime XBT, I did some really nice trades on Friday, guys. They were, really nice longs. It was just a couple of $1,000s, but it was, for me and for you, probably, it's a lot of gains. So anyway, looking to trade, during this week on Prime XBT, I am going to promise myself that I will do live streams on the US Open the entire week, which is 3:30 Central European time, guys. All right, that's when we're going to see a little bit of movement. We can find some opportunities. I want to do some live trading on Prime XBT. Trading stock market, S&P 500, guys. Remember, you can trade here oil, gold, natural gas, forex, using crypto as collateral. You can use Bitcoin, Ethereum, stable coins such as USDT, and you have the beautiful bonus of up to $7,000 worth of bonus, 7% added to your deposit, using Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promo code. The link is down below, guys, on Prime XBT. It's another way to support the channel. I do get a small commission, of course, guys, but it's the platforms that I use. I absolutely love it for trading stock market. We're using crypto, which is great. No traditional brokers for me anymore, as long as we have crypto and stable coins. So there you go, guys. If you want to trade the markets, different markets, using crypto, Prime XBT is the way to go. Bybit, of course, for trading crypto. The fees are extremely low on Bybit to trade crypto. It's my favorite one. There's $30,000 worth of bonus as well, guys, which is huge that can be claimed at the rewards hub. If you want to use the link down below to get that bonus, feel free to do so. If you're not experienced, do not use the links down below in the description. Do not trade, guys. A lot of people get absolutely wrecked. I get messages sometimes saying, help me, what have I done? Guys, do not. This is not a, you could have a lucky shot, but that is unlikely. This is something that you need to concentrate every single day and have very good risk management, accept losses. As long as they're small, then you're in the game. You're still in the game. Make those losses small, guys. Let's take a look at that super chat. Super chatos and manos. Mark Dutch, thank you very much for the insane support. I absolutely love my moderator. He's absolutely insane. Getting excited there, guys, a little bit. But, yeah, things are going good. Despite we are in a bear market, things are going good, guys. Hopefully, you watching... You're doing good as well, and we want to crush the markets together. I mean, I'm happy with that Aptos short from just a couple of days ago. Come on, guys, this was absolutely insane. Yes, we could be wrong. Yes, we could be right. When we're wrong, we just want to accept that small little loss, and that is it, guys. Let's take a look here. J-Bomb, will you take a look at Film Crib? Wow, what is this? Film Crib. The name sounds, I was going to say it sounds brilliant, but it doesn't sound. Film Coin, it's not this. Film Crib, where is that? Film Credits, I cannot find it. Where is it? Super low market cap of only 2 million, but insane potential. Up 3,000% in the last 2 months. Wow. That's up a lot already. Come on, that's a 30x. The dev is Anthony Hayes, a Hollywood actor and director. Watch to earn film streaming. Okay. We do not have it on CoinGecko here. What is it? Film Crib. Is it on... Is it on CoinMarketCap? Film Crib. Is it on CoinMarketCap? Let's take a look. Film Crib. Yeah, it is on CoinMarketCap. It is not on... Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. It's pumped like crazy. Oh, hey, come on. It's only 2 million. Well, we got this. The CME team has not verified the project market cap. We do not know if this is the real market cap. Red flag on that for the moment. This pump has been absolutely crazy. Look at this. Oh, I don't know. Double top right on that at this moment. Stay alert. We double topping out here from this crypto. I'm going to do a little bit of research on this. Why not? I will take a look at the website and, do a bit of research. But stay cautious. Where can you buy this? Where is this Pancake Swap? So it's on the Binance Smart Chain. I don't know. Can we check the chart on this? What is the ticker symbol? CRE3. Yeah. CRE3. Let's take a look. Yeah. Wrapped BNB. Yeah, we don't have it against the US dollar. So, yeah. It's a shame. But overall, stay cautious. This could... It could blast off here in the next couple of days. It doesn't look great, I gotta say. It looks a bit double toppy. There's no way in a million years that I would buy a crypto that has done this. And it's here right now. I mean, this is like buying Bitcoin at the double top. And it's probably a great project. It's still got a low cap, but we want to be cautious. You know, it's like buying crypto. It's like buying Bitcoin here, right? So just by looking at the chart, okay, it's still a low cap. This could be an absolute great project, but you know, I'm not personally going to buy it. I'll do a bit of research if it's worth it. Yeah, join the Telegram group. Down below, you got the links down below for the Telegram group, and you know, I might take a look at it here. Not much, 15-20 minutes. Do a little bit of research if it sounds good. If it does look pretty good, I'll do more research on it. But overall, I would stay a little bit cautious. Hey, this does look, long position. It's just there. I'm just at entry right now. As soon as if we do get a relatively nice bounce to 23k, guys, I would protect position because there is a little bit of resistance right there. As we do have this wick with high volume, could get some kind of resistance at 23k. Protect position. Overall, we will have time. Beautiful slight double bottom here. The probabilities are going higher to get that pumpy action. If we do hit 23k, come back down, get stopped out at break even. Depending on what price action we create, I'll jump into another long. Yeah, not much to say on Bitcoin here, guys. We're at support, so the bounce is possible. At least to 23k. Yeah, BTC is there, guys. Not much to change on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I'm still holding that, you know, the possibility that we could get a slight bounce here. At least to 23. I am looking for 23.3. That is a level where we could get heavily rejected. Let's see, guys. Depending on what kind of price action. Morpheus Network is absolutely huge. My brother holds Morpheus Networks. Yeah, it's a really good project. I do not hold any. What is the ticker symbol? MNW. Yeah, I mean, this is a relatively good project. Do you see we do have Morpheus, US dollar. This one's done pretty good. This is done pretty good, actually. It got flat here for several months, and it had a great recovery in November and December and January, basically. Well, we got the drop, of course, in November. Doing pretty good. Morpheus Network doing relatively good. Oh, it's creating a bit of a swing failure pattern there, double top. Oof. If we do not break out here in between today and tomorrow, I don't know. I mean, look at this. You know, this does look like the little brother from this. Yeah, I would stay a little bit cautious. I know it's a great project. I think this one does have a bright future in the coming years, but short term, not looking phenomenal. Looks pretty good here. You know, if it does start breaking here in between today and tomorrow, they'll be looking pretty good. I would see higher levels very likely, but short term, this could swing failure here from this high. Let's take a look at the super chatters for Phantom right away. Thank you very much, Mark Dutcho. Right, hi Andy, open to short on Phantom. Daniel, thank you very much for the super chat. Let's take a look at Phantom at 0.63. Where do you think should I take some profits? Says Daniel. Let's take a look at Phantom. Phantom had an excellent run up. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We did have that run up on Phantom the last few weeks. Ooh. I mean, yeah, let's take a look at let's just take a look at, I don't know what the heck is this, but I don't even want to take a look at these. Make a clean chart. Old lines and stuff here, random lines. Clean chart. And so yeah, I want to take a look at ranges. Let's take a look at this range over here. Woo, value area high is all the way down here at 36 cents. Hey, after this big pumpy action, first potential level to take some profits would be this high level over here. You got the high from this massive range here that we've had for entire 2022 to that high right there where we did get a stop. You could stop there exactly at 50 cents. Nice round number where it has been proven to be resistance. Could get a bounce as support. I like the drop on Phantom here. I would expect lower. If we go to the lower time frames, clear breakout of structure. Could get an epic bounce. All the way up here to 60 cents. It's possible after this drop. Testing the low, small double top, double bottom. Could get some pumpy action, but you got a relatively nice entry, eh? I would take some profits. I mean, the highest volume spike here, looking at the 4 hourly, is from the last few weeks, is basically here, right? So you are highly probably going to get a bounce from this level. Of course, question is, it's the highest volume node. How high will this bounce be? Because you have broken structure here on the lower time frames. I would expect a lower high, especially with this red volume, right? Green volume has been going down as you are going up. As you're breaking structure, red volume is starting to go up. So the possibility here in a downtrend for a little bit more time is highly probable. So, I would look for shorts if we do pump to 60 cent level, no doubt in my mind. I like the volume on the breakdown. We're breaking structure. I would take a look at point of control here from this range. I think it's right there. Yeah, I mean, I like this 60 cent level, 61 cent. That is where we do have a high volume node on the point of control. Bounce does look highly probable, okay? Value area low is at 60 cents from this trading range. I like it. Highly probable bounce, highly probable correction. We've broken a bit of structure here. So the reason why we're getting a slightly double bottom here at this range is because we got the highest volume node for the last, 10 days. Right over here at these highs. So that bounce from this level is very, very likely on Phantom, right? After a slight liquidity grab below this low. So maybe I'll get a relief rally. Not much to say here on Phantom. Why not take 20% here? We do not know what kind of bounce we could have here. What kind of reaction we could get here. We already are at a pretty high volume node. And looking at classic technical analysis, this high was not tested yet. And we're just testing it now. We could get a relatively epic bounce. Take some off the table. Protect position. Depending on what reaction here we have, add more to position, and look for this low to be claimed. Go level to level trading, because you could create a huge double bottom. Not much just that I can say here on Phantom. Dominic, you got stopped. Says, who got stopped? Who's got stopped on Bybit? Still got that bad cough, guys. Not recovered 100%. It's been over almost a week now. Hi, mate. Can you take a look at Chainlink? It's done a F. It's done FO. Yes, we can take a look at Chainlink. Yeah, Chainlink has been really, really boring, but I like Chainlink being extremely boring. This is a good sign, these cryptos need to be boring. I mean, the more sideways this goes, guys, the better it's going to be. The better the movement up is going to be in the next 1 to 2 years. Chainlink is that golden project that is going to make us all millionaires. Anyway, that's what I believe. The tech behind it is absolutely crazy. Tokenomics are not insanely good, but I think they can improve them. It's just in a large range. Like you said, there's not much to say here. This could be bouncing around here for the next coming weeks, still in this range. It's slightly above the point of control. It's just, like you said, it's boring. We're in a big, massive range in between $5 and $9. It's just, and it's in the middle right now. Getting resistance at the highest volume node. Yeah. What can I say? Probably test the lows again. If Chainlink dips below $5, I'm going to buy another bag, guys. I'm going to buy another bag. It's my number one crypto holding. And it is for many as well. The ones that have properly researched the project. But it's just a boring one. But when this one pops in the coming years, it's going to be the one as well that is going to, be in the top 10 in my personal opinion. It has been in the top 10 in the past. But looking at technical analysis, I just don't really do much technical on Chainlink. The chart looks great for accumulation, as it is being it's going to be a year and just a couple of months in a yearly range, and this is huge. When the markets get into a sideways year to 2 year range, you name it, it's just a very important. When it's boring is when you want to get excited. When it pumps like crazy, you don't want to be excited. You want to say, right, I'm out. I don't want to get excited. There's people are getting excited. You do not want to get excited. This is the moment that this huge 2 year sideways range. I mean, this was a bit crazy. This was back in 2019 and 2020. This is when I started to buy Bitcoin Chainlink. First Chainlink I bought was in 2019 at $1.60. At this range over here. So yeah, got into crypto in 2018, but first Bitcoin, then got to know altcoins, Ethereum. So these sideways, levels are just going to be very exciting. It's definitely an accumulation zone. Below $5, if it does get a wick down below this range, we're not going to go into a massive downtrend below $5, guys. It's just not going to happen. You could wick down, you could do this, but overall in the next coming months, yeah, there's only one way from this sideways action. All the selling has happened here. All the selling has happened here. There's nothing to sell here. Everything's been sold already. Not much to sell. There is some, of course. It could go to zero, but you can see the clear exhaustion right there. Not short-term technical analysis on Chainlink. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to wrap it up, guys, now. Let's see how the market behaves, guys. Watch out. 23K, first local resistance zone. 23.3, next local resistance zone. It's a monthly. Is the value area high? You know, I would have some position open, but that is going to be relative to my take profit zone. I'm going to protect that 23K because we could hit that high volume candle. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Live stream, New York session, looking for trades. I'm going to be on Prime XBT as well, looking for those trading scenarios. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Smash up that like button, guys. Come on, what's going on with the like button? I know we can do better. I know we can do better. Thank you, everyone, for joining. You're absolutely insane. I need to recover, guys. I'm going to put the fire on, get a cup of tea, relax. It's Chainlink's halving year. I think they will pump this year. Yeah, very possible. Very, very possible. Saito is another one, guys. Absolutely, Saito. Absolutely love Saito. Saito is great. Metis is doing relatively good. It has been pumping quite nicely the last few weeks. Saito is another one. I mean, look at this. These are the charts that you want to get into. Look at this sideways action. This is absolutely beautiful. Saito down at 1.5 cents. Yeah, this is probably suckers rally kind of scenario. I would expect potentially another 6 months to 12 months sideways action, come back down to the 1 cent range and flat out at that level here for the next coming months, and that is going to be another golden level, guys. This is the suckers rally, basically, right, where get people a little bit excited, but then it's down again, and that is going to be your opportunity, guys, to accumulate. Hopefully we're going to get that opportunity. Trying to kill sickness with whiskey won't help, or does it? I actually never tried it, but I might try it. I'll go and buy a bottle of whiskey and try and yeah, it's been almost a week right now. Never had a cold flu for such a long time. It's only been 2-3 days usually, but getting old. So it is what it is. Guys, we'll do a live stream tomorrow, okay? Let's find those opportunities on Bitcoin. For the moment, I'm still, thinking that we are going to get this short-term bounce. I'm going to play defensive trading here. The bounce is likely from this level, but play defensive, play protective. As soon as we have some movements, we come back down, get stopped out at break even, I will reconsider entering again. Be very, very cautious, guys. Markets are here to take money off you, not to make you rich. So we want to be smart with our moves. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.